Welcome vegans and non-vegans all alike. My name is Epic Vegan Power here on YouTube, and I'm debating non-vegans, anti-vegans, ex-vegans, whatever you call them. So this time I'm doing a little review on AZX Crazy Ex-Vegan because we had a debate before, and he's been texting me on Instagram admitting defeat because every time I bring up the moral argument, the ethics, the value, the animal rights, he says, but he's like crying about, bitching about it. That bring up the morals argument because he's emphasizing so much on the healthy part of eating meat and organs and whatever, but it all falls down the drain once you bring up the morals argument, of course, because if let's say you were in the position of the animal, would you be okay with being eaten just because it's healthy for another person, or would you like be adamant of your rights? You have the right to live and to survive, and not being mistreated like that. Of course, you would pound on your rights and say, "But I have the right to live. I don't want my right um, to be broken or uh, yeah, I don't know, break rights, violate." Okay, here's the evidence because here I just I'm saying you place too much value on the. He's saying you place too much value on freedom of the animals, and I'm saying no, it's not the freedom of the animals, it's the animal rights. And then he says, okay, too much value on ethics and animal rights. Okay, so every time I bring up animal rights, he's like, but you put too much value on it. There was another example um, more above here, but nature doesn't care about morals. You cannot believe me, and you bring up morals again. Okay, so here we have it. Every time I bring up morals, he's like attacking it. Okay, of course that's the sign of defeat. If you don't have an argument against it, you just attack it and say, "Ah, but you're doing it again. You bring up morals again." And yeah, obviously because that's how I defeated you in the last debate. Bring up morals. If you want to watch it, just a short condensation. He brought up the argument that it's healthy to eat meat and that it's natural to eat meat. So there's two easy debunks of that. So if it's healthy to eat humans, would you eat humans? Of course not. So there we have the first contradiction. And then if it humans get killed in nature, is it therefore okay to kill humans? No. So there we have it. The nature's argument falls down the drain. And you could say also nature doesn't have morals. Yeah, but then is it okay for us not to have morals? Of course not. We have morals, and we want to uphold our moral values. So that's the two easy debunks. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.